If you're looking for what gear to purchase to upgrade your existing YouTube gear, or if you're new to content creation and you want good equipment, you're in the right place. If you're anything like me, you like pro level equipment, but you also want a good deal. I want to show you my YouTube studio gear that I consider pro, but it's still affordable. And while it's a bit more than entry level equipment, you're gonna love them. All right, so the star of the equipment, without this one, there's just no team. It's the equivalent of Aaron Rodgers in the Jets. Without him, they're pretty trash. So without this one, it's the same thing. It's the Lumix S5 II. Without this camera, there's plain and simply no show. When it came out last year, I quickly abandoned my Sony ZV-10 APS-C camera and I switched to the Lumix system. In fact, I even purchased two of them. You'll get a big pro level full frame sensor that can record 4K and 6K video. With the 6K option, you're gonna record using the full sensor, and you can use the same footage for horizontal long video or for verticals for shorts. The video quality is razor sharp. The V-Log is easy to work with. If you don't know, with V-Log, you're able to capture more dynamic range and then you apply the color afterwards. Using this in combination with Davinci Resolve, I apply the color in seconds by using color space transform. The best IBIS or in-body stabilization in the industry is hands down given to the Lumix with this camera. You can even get away without shooting without a gimbal. The live cropping feature allows you to take buttery smooth panning and zooming effects. I use this feature a ton when showing products, and it takes your video quality to a whole nother level. You also get amazing low light performance with native ISOs at 100 and 4000 for standard profiles and 640 and 4000 with V-Log, which allow you to capture sharp footage without too much grain or noise. I can keep going and going about this camera, but now let's move on to the lenses I pair this with. One of my favorite lenses is the Lumix 24mm f1.8 prime lens. If you're looking to get that beautiful blurry background like you see here, this lens will do just that with the low f-stop of 1.8. The f-stop will also give you amazing low light performance. At 24mm, you're going to be able to get a nice wide angle for talking headshots like you're seeing now. And if you buy another prime lens, they're all the same threads and size. So if you use a gimbal, there's no need to recalibrate. Just swap the lens and you're good to go. If you use a filter when filming in sunny conditions, you can use the same one for all your prime lenses. It's great. So continuing with Lumix prime lenses, I also have the 18mm ultra wide. With this wide lens, you're able to capture a lot more of your frame. So I use this lens for the occasional vlogging or when I'm in tight spaces. I've even used it a few times for my A-roll shots just to get a different look. You're also going to get the amazing f1.8 and your footage will look razor sharp. Me and my wife launched a cooking channel a few months ago, and of course we've been using the Lumix S5 II, but we have been using the heck out of the 24-105 f4 macro lens with built-in stabilization. And that would be this one right here, this lens and the Lumix S5 II. You can go from a wide 24mm all the way up to 105. Even though it's a f4, when I'm shooting a product, I can crank up the zoom to 105 millimeters, and this produces a killer blurry background. Since it's also a macro lens, you can get pretty close and take killer shots of your products, wildlife, or even plants. The built-in stabilization plus the IBIS in the Lumix S5 II make this a perfect combination. Who needs a gimbal? The GVM 100W with soft lantern box comes at a great price of about $250, and it's my absolute favorite light. This is what I'm using now on an angle to point at my face, and it's very soft and pleasant on video and on your face. It can go from 3200K up to 5600K. I set both my camera and light to match this 5600K setting, which is similar to the natural light that you're gonna get outside. The lights that I use to point to my wall are the GVM RGB LED panel lights. It's great to color up my background, and not only does it do natural light colors like 5600K, but it's also gonna do colors. Sometimes I like to blue up my background and it looks very nice. You're also not gonna have the problem of seeing flickering lights on your video like you may with cheaper lights. So now if you want the ability to be able to connect microphones that require phantom power, like the Pro ones usually do, then the Rodecaster Pro 2 will allow you to connect up to 4 mics. And because of the amazing built-in preamps, you do not require a separate booster like the Cloud Lifter. And I also enjoy using the pre-built presets for voice like Podcast Studio and Broadcast, which add a little oomph to your voice. So right now I'm going to change. Right now I'm using Broadcast. This would be Podcast. And this is the natural one. But since I'm trying to add a little oomph, I'm switching back to Broadcast. It also has a ton of voice effects you can apply to your voice, and some people use it for live broadcast too. So because you're able to connect the 4 mics, if you have a guest, connect another mic, let them have their mic, you have your mic, and you're good to go. If you want these same features but don't require 4 microphones, you can also buy the Rodecaster Duo, which has the same features, but it only accepts 2 microphones. My favorite microphone at the moment is the legendary Shure SM7B. I easily connect this with one XLR cable to my Rodecaster Pro, and I'm on my way to record high quality voice. There's a reason why so many people in broadcast and TV and podcasts use this microphone. It just sounds amazing. Since purchasing this microphone, I haven't stopped using it, and my Sennheiser shotgun mic has been collecting dust right above me. Talking about Sennheiser, if you want to have the microphone out of your frame, the Sennheiser MKE 600 can be boomed above your camera, and you're gonna get amazing quality too. For me, I don't mind having the microphone on the frame, and the Shure SM7B sounds better, but this is an option if it meets your needs. So I had been waiting a long time for a teleprompter that is affordable, high quality, and it simply just works. This teleprompter allows me to read scripts while making direct eye contact with your camera. And you're gonna get an included 9-inch screen, so that means you don't have to use your cell phone or tablet to load the script. I simply connect the USB cable to my laptop, and using the Elgato software, the script loads and you're good to go. It's a must-have if you do scripts with YouTube, and it's gonna elevate your game for sure. So to go along with the prompter, I also purchased the Elgato Stream Deck pedal. The pedal brings 3 buttons. I set the left button to reverse on the script, the middle button for play or pause, and the right button to go forward on the script. So I'm able to put this on the floor, and I use my foot to control the prompter while my hands are free to show more emphasis on the videos that I create, like just now. Of course, you need to have a strong desktop or laptop with a fast processor to edit videos, but most modern computers will get the job done initially. So for this portion, use what you have if possible. For software, I recommend Davinci Resolve. They have a free version which does 90% of what the paid version does. The limit with the free version is you won't be able to edit 10-bit footage and a few other special effects. If you decide to get the studio version, it's a one-time fee and you get unlimited upgrades for life. My favorite things about Davinci Resolve is having the best autosave feature out there. In the event your software crashes, you're not going to lose any work. It also crashes far less than Adobe Premiere. Using the color space transform, I'm able to apply color to my vlog footage in seconds and it looks amazing. When syncing the audio from my Rodecaster Pro 2, it's as easy as selecting the audio file plus the video file and clicking on auto sync based on the waveform, and within seconds, they sync together. I hope you enjoyed today's video and hopefully some of the gear I show you today is able to help you out in your creation adventures. While today's gear is not the cheapest and not the most expensive either, most of the gear shown today will allow you to get pro level results at a reasonable price. Let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite and let me know if you already have any of these.